Hi, I'm Nathan Hopper. I am a AMFT here at Uplift. I facilitate the individual sessions as well as a lot of the intake paperwork and stuff like that. So we take care of our clients from day 1 to day 30. I've been working here for about only 2.5 months right now. I just started. I've been in the field of addiction recovery for about 4 years, though, beginning in adolescent care, adolescent residential care, similar to what we have here, and then moving forward from there into intensive outpatient and partial hospitalization care. And now here I am in the detox and residential setting. So I've had a fair share of experiences, a field I really enjoy working in, and there's a lot that I feel like I have to get into this field.
So what's your experience, if any, with alcohol and drugs and things like that?
Yeah. So in terms of my experience with alcohol and drugs, starting off in undergrad when I was studying psychology at Cal State Channel Islands, I love that school. That's where I got my undergrad degree in psychology. Honestly, freshman year it got to me. First semester freshman year got to me, and then being started by plenty of drugs, plenty of alcohol as well. I did find myself struggling and beginning to fall off the boat slightly, where it turned to pretty much an at-home detox, at-home acute care for myself, to get off of a couple different substances that I felt like I was struggling with at the time. Some of those being more of the uppers, as we call them. And I was able to get that out of my system and kind of work past that to the point where now it's been just about 6 years and doesn't even cross my mind. So, I mean, it's something that, it's still there, but it's not to the point where it's an exact trigger point anymore or anything like that.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up here in SoCal. I was actually born in Florida. My dad was just working out there at the time, so I was there for maybe 4 months. So I grew up here in SoCal, Sun Valley, born and raised, Shadow Hills. So just about 30 minutes from here. So I'm very familiar with the area and what it has to offer. I really like the diversity of where I grew up in the valley, and that's kind of what I pride myself by.
What made you want to be a therapist and go into this field?
Yeah. So what made me want to be a therapist and go into this field? Couple different scenarios, mainly that being growing up throughout high school. My best friend, he was in the foster care system, and he would share with me day to day about his experiences, his mistreatment that he got from therapists, which stood out to me back then, case managers, social workers, all the whole 90 yards in terms of social work. And after I heard that and how great of a person he was still able to be, I mean, he was homeless for a while. They dumped him from the system, with lack of a better term, and he was living in a hotel eating dollar store food for way too long, and that was something that really hit home for me. And he was taking care of his younger siblings. That was something that just really hit home for me. So I knew I wanted to go into the social care, social work, LMFT, marriage and family therapy type of field, and I did hone in on marriage and family therapy specifically. Because I felt like I could really make my difference, and I have now gravitated towards the addiction field because I feel like I could come from some personal experiences, really connect with the clients in that way. And so far, it's been great for me. And like I shared with you guys, it has been a decent amount of time, but I still love what I do.
How'd you hear about Uplift?
How did I hear about Uplift? So I was researching in terms of where I wanted to take my next step, because I did graduate with my master's in marriage and family therapy in May. And I was, researching and trying to take a look at where I wanted to end up and what type of field. I did hear about Uplift through a friend. I did see it on one of the online employment sites. It really stood out to me in terms of what they offered and the detailed job description. So I reached out. I came on over here. Instantly, it felt like home. Felt like a home environment, to be honest with you. Everyone's so welcoming. Right when I stepped in here, stepped through the front doors, everyone's asking, can I get you a water? Can I get you a snack? I was like, this is my first step in here, and it was amazing. And that's never gone away. That wasn't just, because I was an interviewee and they're, trying to get me out here. Absolutely not. The connection there, the dedication by staff. And we hear this time to time pretty often with clients during graduations, when we graduate them after their completion of care of, this is something I've taken to heart, and I feel like is very significant. Everyone else I feel like can understand this one is clients often share. It really seems like you guys, as in staff, are not here to work and really just here to help. And that is what it feels like. I feel like I'm coming to work and still get to enjoy myself and do what I feel like I've studied to do at this point. I feel like we all had a fair share of different expertise, and we all come together as a team and really make it work.
What's one of the difficult things about being in your position and dealing with clients with substance abuse issues? What's one of the challenging things for you?
Oh yeah, in terms of challenges, I guess the worst of it would be, just scheduling. It's nothing that has to do with clients at all. It's more of, just working around the program, because especially in residential and detox programs, we have a lot of moving parts, a lot of groups per day, stuff like that. So there's a lot of moving parts, and for me to get my individual session in with each client and each and every client that we have in our program at the moment, that's the hardest part. Honestly, the hardest part is not working with clients. Again, that's what I entered this field to do, of course, to work with clients and connect with people. So that's honestly been the best part, is the connecting part. And the more challenging part would be the scheduling. But again, it's not something that gets in the wake of building. We're able to get all of our sessions done throughout the week, and not too hard.
What is one of the most rewarding things of being in your position here working with clients?
Yeah, so one of the most rewarding things, to go into that question, there's a lot that comes to mind, a whole lot that comes to mind. Jumping right back to what I said a second ago in terms of what the clients share upon the graduation. We have a very tight-knit circle. When we do a graduation, all active clients who are in the program at the moment gather around, and we all say something very nice about the client, so on and so forth. I think you guys can kind of wrap your head around what that might look like. It's a very intimate experience, and often clients will break down in tears, stuff like that. It's a very touching experience, very much so. Another one, those being super significant and I hold dearly to myself, would be really seeing the major changes from day one, or want to say day 3 to 5 to day 30. It's really polar opposites from day 1 to day 30. Often what I share to other clients in the graduation ceremony that we have is it really feels like 0 to 100. They make that jump really quickly. It feels quickly. It's still 30 days. I wouldn't take a single day for granted, but it does go quickly. And once you get over that initial, I would say 3 to 5 to 7 detox day period in the beginning, it's all up from there. And of course, there's going to be, bumps and challenges in the road, of course. But if you're dedicated and you know what you want, you're going to get exactly what you need out of the program. So that's definitely the main thing, seeing physical, bodily response, somatic complaints, a lot of the, psychological complaints, mental health struggles, obviously, as well as in there, is a big thing coming from day 1 when I meet with the clients to finish up their intake paperwork, to day 30 when we're doing our closing session, our last one that we would have together. It's honestly a touching experience, and it goes to show that never to give up on yourself. There's a lot out there, and then come get what you need for yourself, and then you can get right back into your regular scheduled programming.
Awesome, thank you. And what else do you like about Uplift Recovery? What else do you like about working here?
Yeah. So in terms of Uplift Recovery, again, the supportive environment is everything. Everybody is willing to work as a team. It's not any type of hierarchy here. Everybody is level-headed and level in terms of our job duties. We all have something important to do. We're all going to do our role, and we're all then going to come together and work together to identify what's best for the client. And we have a pretty diverse staff on the clock, and at majority of all the times that I'm here and all the times that we're open, which is 24/7. So for 5 days a week I'm here, as well as our nurse, and then we have our program director here 5 days plus on call. So it usually ends up being more than 5 days. As well as myself being on call, we really make ourselves available. I think that really goes to show what we provide for the clients, because there's a lot that these clients might need sometimes. But again, that's what we're here for. There's nothing wrong with that. We love what we do. Well, that's one thing I love about Uplift is it's pretty obvious that every single person I work with here, and we work with each other, everyone loves what they do, to my understanding, and that's what it seems like. It's not like we're coming to work, doesn't seem dreadful. We're coming to work, we conversate, we work together, we have tripping team meetings, the whole 9 yards in terms of getting everything a client might need from the program, and we all really work together. So there's so many different positive parts about working here. Such a positive environment. Again, the clients share that very frequently in the graduation ceremony. And it generally feels like that. I come in here, smile on my face. I'm happy to open that front door every morning, and start my day. Yeah, start my day off.
What is your what's your personal life like? Family and anything like that?
Yeah. So in terms of personal life, definitely very family oriented. Grew up in a pretty tight knit family. Luckily, everyone was living pretty close, so that helped with that. So very tight knit, and definitely something that has influenced my general care for people. Definitely has showed me, how to really connect with people and really want empathize, sympathize, everything you can think of in terms of connection with other people. It has really made me a better person in that sense. Yeah. So in terms of personal life, there's a lot of family, a lot of sports, a lot of cars. Also, I mean, in there is also the studying part too. Obviously, there's a certain amount of credits and stuff like that we have to get as therapists per year, so I'm always staying up to date on that. I've been actually getting into new books in terms of in the therapy field, just to further inform my treatment, and then maybe ultimately even share these books with clients to benefit their treatment, stuff like that, which has been great for me. A lot of some of my other free time is supervision for the hours I get with my clients. So that's another big thing, which is always very informative and it really helps, put me in the direction I need to go. Or, we just work together to identify what we're trying to get out of treatment.
Cool. Awesome. Anything else you want us to know?
In terms of anything else I want you guys to know, nothing that's coming to mind particularly. Again, I do really enjoy what I do, and so far there has not been a dull moment. That is another reason why I enjoy the field. It's always something new. It's always, something new coming up, something new to face, and that's what I love doing. It's not about doing the same exact thing every day for me personally. I like a lot of change. I like a lot of fluctuation, and that's what we get. We get a lot of that, and for me, it's positive. It's a positive work environment, and I feel like that is similar for all my coworkers, to my understanding. That's really what it seems like.